So this test is not what you're seeing in front of you. What you're seeing in front of you, was a test that Steve ran
did.
with an apparel company, a social
Yes.
impact apparel company, and we already know the results of this test because he
That's
presented
right.
it at a showcase.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you don't know it, go find the other showcases.
Right. And what Steve told us was by just making this one change of making that little person login icon to the words login, there was a 55% increase in logins, but also a 4% increase in order completions and a 5% increase in revenue per visitor. So I saw that and was like, whoa, I have to run this test. I have a client this would be perfect for. It happens to be
great.
a social impact fundraising company. So we did the exact same thing. Now, the question, so I don't have to describe much, is what questions do you have for me, I guess? And then which of these variations do you think won in this case?
What is the, does a user gain anything by actually logging in? Like, is it faster checkout?
Yeah, so, yep. Some of that information will be already included during checkout about like their personal information. But other than that, it's not as if like they have anything. I mean, well, they might like have stuff in their cart or whatever, and they're wanting to log in. I don't know. There's really not a ton of value in logging in. But I also don't know that there's a ton more value of logging in on an e-com site as well. Maybe there is.
So Matt, if somebody creates an account, enters one and donates, does it save their kind of like payment information and stuff so the next time they come back it makes it easier?
Not necessarily some like personal information, not necessarily payment information, and they have a history. They can see their order history.
Right. So for like these repeat sort of donors, it's a valuable thing.
Right, to kind of see your history. But really, there's not a much more in there. It is in Shopify, so it's like sort of limited by what they can present there.
What metrics were you measuring here? Like, what's the goal?
So for that, mostly we're definitely measuring like logins, right? Like that's like our number one here. But also we're looking at some revenue metrics like average donation amount and then revenue per visitor, like those types of things.
Okay.
What percentage of traffic is new versus returning?
I would, roughly speaking, when it comes to overall traffic, the vast majority of it is new, but in terms of the traffic that's actually checking out, it's mostly returning, if that's helpful.
Sure.
Are we ready to vote?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Will we see this concept succeed? Yeah, so we did see logins go up, but yeah, no, we took a hit to order completions and revenue per visitor. We actually had to end this test a little early than we normally do because it just wasn't driving the results that I had promised because of what Steve had promised me. So it's unfortunate.
That's great. That's the power of testing.
This is a great case study.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we should combine these into something.
Yeah, I love that. One idea that might work for someone might not work for someone else.
There's no such thing as a best practice.
Absolutely. But honestly, really the true takeaway for this was like, okay, so we know we're driving more people to log in, but like, how can we actually make the account experience better that actually like promotes more experiences and so it actually like unlocked a lot more for us to test, which is great.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to have more test ideas sent directly to your inbox.